Now then guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are down at a local day ticket, just doing a day session here. It's rather busy. Two anglers to the left of me, two anglers to the right of me, one down the far end, and that is it. So we will go from there. So I've been here half hour now, walked around the lake, no shows at all, so we'll have to go from there. I've only got, well, I'll show you all later on, but what I've only got out in front of me, I have got a feature, so I know they will be there at some point today. I'm fishing on a shelf. One rod's just fishing off the shelf in deep water. The other rod is on the shelf in 4 foot of water. So hopefully, as the day gets warmer, they'll be around there. So hopefully. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll show you everything later on, and hopefully we can bag ourselves a fish. So yeah, so I'll show you where I'm fishing. Getting very bright. So right, so we've got my left hand rod. There's the overhanging, there's the snag in the water over there. That has got a peach and pepper hair. It's about a foot. It's about a rod length away from that, but it's tight up on the shelf. 4 foot of water, about 4 and a half foot of water on the shelf up there. There's been a few swells, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, that's what we're playing at. My right hand rod, it's about a rod length off this bank, and that is again on a peach and pepper orange pop up 15mm, same as the left one. That is on a Ronnie rig. It is a silty lake, so go from there. But I am also liking this snaggy area here, just to my left of me. I've been trickling a few boilies and pellets in there, but I've seen just as a backup plan, but I've seen nothing there yet. So, but the sun is directly down here, so I might have to end up sticking like a 3 foot zig on from there. It is very bright, so apologies guys if you can't apologies if you can't see me as much, but yeah, it is what it is. So but I'm hoping the sun's going to go round there eventually, and then, but yeah, so that's the idea, that's the plan. I have to take off some jumpers in a minute. I've got 2 jumpers on, and this because this morning there was a frost. I had to defrost my car, and I was like, well but I thought that's going to affect the fishing, but as it stands, it's getting warmer. The sun, it's where I'm fishing. It's showing where I'm fishing. So yeah, we'll go from there, guys. You see, it's got rather loud. People cutting the grass. But yeah, so nothing's happened on the fish front, to be fair. So what I did, obviously in this corner to my left, I would trickle in a bit of bait in, like boilie, pellet, there's just things like that, you know, a bit of attraction. I've had no signs of any fish feeding there whatsoever. So what I've done, so they're both far bank. My left hand rod was just off the shelf up there. My right hand rod is on the shelf. But what I've done, I've brought my left hand rod closer to me, so it's more central of the lake. more central due to the fact that there's been a few shows there, not massive shows, a few swirls and things like that. So I've brought that one closer, and since I've done that, I have had, let's say, knocks on my rod tip. I've had a few liners, I've had my rod tips being bending over, but there's been nothing there. So with that one, I obviously brought my rig back in. It was on my Ronnie rig, so I brought the rod back in, changed it to a yellow lemon sherbet from Octopus baits. I used that on, you know, so different to the peach and pepper one, the orange, and I've had nothing since. But my vision on that is the fact that a bright yellow and an orange, maybe, but I've only changed it literally about 20 minutes ago, so we'll go from there. I might have to put it back on the peach and pepper orange from Sticky, but we'll see. Say nothing yet. Lad to me, one of the lads from the right of me, he had a carp out on a worm, caught on a worm, but he's float fishing, so, and it was only about 3-4 pound, if that, so nothing major. But lads from left to me, they've had nothing either. They're fishing far bank and middle as well, so we'll go from there. But on that note, guys, I'm going to leave it there, walk round the lake a bit more, and I haven't got much room to fish, like, but I've got straight in front of me, but it is what it is. So on that note, guys, we'll leave it there. See, show over my left hand rod, centre of the lake, so hopefully and my rod tip's going, so there we are. But so on that note, guys, in a bit. Young angler to the left of me, he's had one off the top, looked about 9-10 pounds. So as I forgot my surface gear, I've put on something I didn't want to put on, but I've put on a zig. So I'm 4.5 foot from the bottom. Yeah, 4.5 foot from the bottom. I've just, what I've done, I've put a orange, bright orange peach and pepper pop up on it just to see there. But as time's gone on, that's been out what, 20 minutes, so I've got give it a bit longer, and then I'll change it to a yellow one, and just so on and so forth, keep changing it around. But I say there's been no shows, what I've seen anyway, which tells me they're not on the bottom, because there's been no signs of anything. So I've got one still on the bottom on the shelf, and I've stuck a zig on 4.5 foot from the bottom, so we'll have to go from there.